Hello folks, hello, welcome in. Good to be with you today. Hope everyone is doing great out there. Alright, time to show some records. The past month, I haven't really collected a lot of records, but what I do have in this little haul of albums has really made me happy in the last month or so. And I can't wait to show these records. There's not a lot of them, but what's here is, I think, is really good. At least it's entertaining the heck out of me. Alright, so we're going to get started. Let's get started with the recent release. A big album that's come out recently this month is ABBA's new album, Voyage. And I purchased a few copies of it. Here we are, Voyage. Quite a few copies of it. You know, I thought this was bad. When the announcement came out that ABBA was going to release a new album, I got really excited. You know, their first album in 40 years. And so, like every other ABBA fan, I got real excited and went crazy on the ordering. Very crazy on the ordering. So I thought I ordered way too many copies of this album until I see some of the ABBA fans online and I saw what they bought, and hell, they bought 2-3 times what I got. So now I think about it, I'm not so bad. This will look like an obsession on video, I'm sure, but I've seen some of the other fans out there, what they got and how much of it they got, and the different copies of the album, different versions of it. I'm not as bad as they are. Trust me. So here it is, their new album. It's been 40 years since the last album, and ABBA Voyage is the new record, and it's going #1 in a bunch of countries. It is really selling big too, so a lot of fans around the world are excited that this album was finally released, and the numbers are showing that. Okay, with each vinyl pressing of the album, you get a couple of things. You get this postcard, which is a nice photo of them singing around the piano. This is how they look now. And you get this poster, this Eclipse poster. This is in every vinyl copy. So there we go. That's what's included as far as extras, little goodies. And here's the album sleeve, which just has the song lyrics printed on them. And this is the black vinyl version of Voyage. And yeah, I'll show the A side. There we go. There's the label, A, and I believe this is the B side. So, really great album too. What I like about this album, after you listen to every song, listen to the whole thing in its entirety, the vibe I got was, you know, ABBA, they don't care about what the modern trends are. They're not trying to compete with contemporary new artists or trying to get an idea of what people are listening to these days. They just stuck to their formula. They just stuck to what they like, what they know, and didn't care whether it fits in today or not. They just wrote what they loved and wrote from their hearts, and what they wrote was a damn good album. Great pop up. The songwriting and the singing on this record is really, really good, and it is so exciting to hear a brand new ABBA album, which I thought I would never get to hear. I thought they were finished, but it is so great to have them back, and they have them back this strong too. That's a really good album. So I'm going to show you the different vinyl versions I got. I won't go through the packaging because they're the same on every album, but I will show you the different colored vinyl I got. Here's the green vinyl. So this is the green vinyl that you can buy at the ABBA store. There's also a white vinyl version too, but I'm not a big fan of white vinyl, but I do like the way this green vinyl looks. I think it looks really cool. So I ordered that one. Sounds great. It sounds fantastic. The mix on this album, really good mix. It's kind of like ABBA. I view this album as it's ABBA updated. It's still the same songwriting, it's still somewhat the same formula that they used back in the day, so it still sounds like them, just a little updated, that's all. And from their life experience, their storytelling, they got better at their storytelling through their songs, so I can definitely hear that improvement as well. But the vocals and the songwriting are so good on this record, so good. It's a very strong album. Very strong album. I'm glad they came back and came back so strongly. So, this is the orange vinyl version. This is the Amazon exclusive. So you could only, at least around here, you can only purchase this orange vinyl version of Voyage on Amazon, which I thought was strange. Amazon now can put out their own exclusive version of a artist's album. That's how big Amazon has gotten, where they have their own version of the album. But you know, I thought the orange looked really good. It goes with the cover art very well, and love the look of it, so I ordered one. And sounds great, and it looks fantastic. And this one right here is the blue vinyl. This is the indie. I don't know what company put this out. They just say it's the indie release of the blue vinyl. But it looks good. It looks really good. I love blue is my favorite color. So naturally, if there's a blue vinyl of this album, I'm going to get it. And I did. And I'm so happy I did. Oh, I'm going to cherish all these records. All the different colors. Or at least the colors I like. Like I said, there's a white vinyl that's out there too, but I'm not a big fan of white vinyl. So I passed on that one. There is a yellow vinyl version, which is exclusive to Target. At least around my area, it's exclusive to Target. But I'm not a big fan of yellow vinyl either, but it has a different album cover on it, which makes it more exclusive and I guess more collectible. Because I got the exclusive Target CD, so here's the CD of it, exclusive Target, and their yellow vinyl version has that artwork on it, that cover art. But hey, and that's when it folds up, that's what it looks like. And there's all what they call the avatars, which is a digital reproduction of how they looked back in 1979. You know, the whole de-aging CGI process, because they're going to put out a concert. I'm sure a lot of people, you heard, they're going to put out a virtual concert of them as avatars, what they're calling them avatars. But the band will be live. ABBA will be it's a digital version of ABBA, but it'll be cool. It'll be cool. And through the ABBA store, I actually got a picture disc of Voyage, and it has, like the CD, the same artwork. Let me see. Let me take it out so there's not so much glare, because it's got to see through all the. There we go. Maybe hopefully you can see that a lot better. I like this. This looks cool. There's another. I got this through the ABBA store. There's another version of a picture disc, but it has this artwork on it as the picture. Though it looks cool, I thought this looked better, so I went for this one. So there's 3 different vinyl versions out there. I chose not to order, but this was enough. This was enough. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different vinyl versions of Voyage, and I got 2 CDs of it too. And I'll show you the other CD package in just a moment, as soon as I put this away. It's a great album. My favorite song on the record is Keep an Eye on Dan, which is on side 2. Great song. Absolutely great song. A lot of the fans, ABBA fans, their favorite song is a song called Don't Shut Me Down, which is the lead is sang by Agnieszka, or Agnieszka. I forgot how you say her name. I love that song too. It's probably my 3rd favorite song on the album. My 2nd favorite song is the song I Still Have Faith in You, because that was a song they world premiered back in September to announce that they made this album and it's going to be out. And the first single was "I Still Have Faith in You." That song really moved me. It's the lead is sung by Frida. Her voice sounds fantastic on it, and I think it's a great song. And still to this day, that song still moves me. In fact, I showed this in my ABBA video, but I bought the 45 to "I Still Have Faith in You" right here. I told you I went crazy when they announced that this thing came out, and I just went nuts ordering it. So there we go. That's the 45 to "I Still Have Faith in You." Absolutely badass song. I mean, it's a gorgeous song. Well, I mean, badass too, but yeah, but it's a gorgeous song. It's a beautiful song. It's a lovely ballad, and Frida's voice sounds amazing on it. And like I said, everybody likes "Don't Shut Me Down." Well, here's the CD single to "Don't Shut Me Down." I ordered through the ABBA store. Yeah, I went crazy. I went nuts, but it is a great song. It is a great song. The last thing I ordered is the CD Deluxe Box Set. Here it is right here. And you get a lot of goodies in this thing. Like here's the CD. Here's the envelope that holds the CD, or the sleeve I should say. And there's the CD itself. So pretty cool. And you get all these postcards in it. One postcard just has like the lyrics of who played what, who wrote what. And like I said, they're going to be touring as avatars. So this is what their avatars look like. It's basically how they looked back in 1979, which was created by Industrial Light and Magic, which is George Lucas's special effects company that does all the Star Wars movies. So that's when you're big, when you can hire Industrial Light and Magic to make a digital version of yourself, so your digital version can go on tour. And of course the album artwork on a postcard too. Really nice. CD booklet with all the lyrics in it. Let's find the center photo is the same as the postcard I showed you in the albums, but it's a nice picture of what they look like now. And then the rest is just a bunch of stickers. Of course, there's the poster that I showed earlier. You do get a small poster with the CD. And then you get a lot of stickers. You get, Voyage artwork with the avatars. So these are all stickers. And it's pretty cool. I mean, you get a lot of stuff in here. I'm not going to do anything with the stickers. I'm going to keep them all together. But nice little package there. And like I said, the album is great. If you don't have a copy of it, and you like ABBA songs, you don't have to be a crazy fan to appreciate it. The music is really good. It's some well-written, well-arranged pop songs. And the singing between Frida and Agneta, so good. So good. So I'm so glad I went crazy and bought all these different versions of it. And now it's going to take me forever to put it all away, but that's okay. Anyway, enough of ABBA. Let's move on to some other bands. Another band that released a new record is Dream Theater. A View from the Top of the World is their new album. There it is. Look at that. Nice cover, huh? Nice artwork in the back, too. And this album, in my opinion, this album picks up where their last studio album left off. I love their blend of prog metal. And this one came with a postcard, too. There we go. And here's the gatefold. They just announced some American and Canadian dates for this tour of this album, so hopefully soon I can get myself a concert ticket and go watch them. They are so good live, and this album is killer. This album is absolutely killer. The drums sound great on here. Me being a drummer, I really love the drumming of Mike Mangini. I do miss Mike Portnoy in this band, but Mangini's the perfect replacement. He is such a good drummer, and he sounds so good with this band. I love listening to Mangini play with Dream Theater. I absolutely love it. I know not every Dream Theater fan feels that way, but I do. I really like the way he plays. And he brings something really, really special to this band that I can really get excited about. So, really glad that they got a new album out. And in fact, speaking of Mangini, there he is right there. So, really great album. Can't wait to see a show on this one. And I'll show you what the labels look like. They've done some great packaging on their past few albums on vinyl. They really put a lot of care into their vinyl releases. And they always put out, deluxe editions and box sets of each record. I just get the standard album. That's always all I want anyway. Maybe later down the road I can get deluxe stuff, but I just want the album. And this album really kicks a lot of ass. I dig this record so much. I can't wait to see them play this live. So hopefully I can get a ticket to go see them, because they sell out fast around here. Oh, I think it also came with a CD, I believe. Yes, which I only played a couple of times, but does come with a CD. Really cool to see that. I notice a lot of records they don't keep CDs and package CDs with the albums. Download cards are starting to become a thing of the past, though some artists still do it, thank God. This is just cool to see. Now I got some I can listen to in the car. I still play CDs in the car. That's how old I am. But I like seeing stuff like that. And I notice I'm seeing it less and less. Download cards or CDs. They're not as common as they used to be. And I think that's a shame. I think that's a shame. I think it's a cool touch when they include those things. Great album from a great band. I really love this new record. Like I say, great musicianship, but it's Dream Theater. What do you expect? But really loving what I heard on this record. And like I said, I can't wait to see them live. That's going to be fantastic. So, great stuff from Dream Theater. Hopefully there's a lot of Dream Theater fans out there, and hopefully you're just as about excited about this new record as I am, because it's fantastic. Alright, let's move along. A live record from a band I don't have any official. I have a bootleg of theirs, but not an official live record. It's from Steely Dan, and it's a Northeast Corridor. This is a 2-record set, live recording, and my God, is it good. It is a good recording. I've spun this a few times in its entirety. It has some great songs on it. Black Cow, Ricky Don't Lose That Number, Hey 19, Pegs on here, Asia, Reeling in the Years, plus a few others. Just a really smoking album. Oh, this is so good. So glad I bought this. There's a drum solo towards the end of the album that's really good. But the band sounds great. Their backup singers sound great. Good stuff. I mean, I remember when we went into lockdown, I noticed I didn't have any Steely Dan in my collection, and I'm glad I made a note of that and went out and ever since then I think every dig I always came out with a Steely Dan record. Oh, here's the other record. This is record 1. I think they're the same labels. They're a little different. But if you want to see, there they are. There's the other one. Mixed really well. Sounds good on the stereo. Purrs like a kitten out of the speakers. A great sound mix. And I wish I had seen them live in person. I would have enjoyed the show. But next best thing, having a live record. And it's a damn good live record too. Love it. Okay, this is an anniversary record, 40th anniversary record store day edition for Ultravox. The album Vienna, and this is a 40th anniversary a set, like I said. The mix was done by Stephen Wilson of Porcupine Tree, and well, everybody knows who Stephen Wilson is in the VC. He mixed this, and it sounds really good. This is a 2-album set. The first album is the album that we all remembered from early 80s. Really cool. And the second album is an instrumental version of this record. And I have to admit, I haven't listened... Oh, it's on, as you can see, it's on clear vinyl. Looks real nice. Sounds fantastic. And I have a used copy of this record, which I've had for ever since I joined the VC. And it sounds way better than my used copy. Well, it should. But it's a great remix that Stephen Wilson did. It sounds fantastic. I've yet to dive into the instrumental album. I don't know. For some reason, when I saw that it included an instrumental album of the record, I instantly didn't get too excited by it. That's why I'm not in a hurry to listen to it. I'm sure if I spun it, it would probably hook me right away, and I was wondering why I hesitated so long to listen to it. But for now, I'm really digging the vocal album of it, because the remix is done so well, and it just sounds larger than life. I mean, great remix of it. The audio's fantastic. I have to admit, when I first bought my used copy in this one, the only song I can always recall in my memory is Vienna, the title track, because that was the popular single. With the other songs, it's always hard for me to even recall what they sounded like. So it's kind of like I was discovering the album for the first time again. But it felt really good. It sounds really great. I'm so glad I bought this. It's a great anniversary pressing. So glad I got my hands on that one. Okay, 2 used records, and we'll call it a day. This is a used copy of David Bowie's Young Americans album I've never owned before. I'm not really that big of a Bowie fan. I mean, I know he's talented, I respect him. But I never really went after much of his... I do have some of his albums on vinyl, but nowhere near complete. Nowhere near, not even halfway complete. I've never owned this album before, and I really like it. I think of what Bowie albums I have, this one is my favorite already. I've listened to this in its entirety a couple of times. It's on RCA. Ooh, I need to go give this record a once-over. Got a little dusty. RCA label. What I didn't know about this, I got to be honest, I didn't know this about this. Luther Vandross is on this album. He sings, backup vocals and helps with vocal arrangements, as it says in the credits. I did not know Luther Vandross worked with David Bowie, I gotta admit. And hearing the great saxophone playing on this one was done by David Sanborn. Remember, he used to appear on the David Letterman show as a guest, sitting with the band. That's how I knew of him, or learned of him, way, way, way back in the day, back in the 80s. He plays sax on this record. So, 2 things I didn't know that I was pleasantly surprised to learn when I was listening to the record and going through the credits and reading the back cover here of all the credits. Great album. Absolutely great album. I love the second song on here, When. And Fascination sounds great. Of course, it has the song Fame, which is my favorite song from Bowie. This is just a solid album. Just absolutely solid album. I've spun this a couple times, and I've been impressed with each listen. So, really cool record. I'm so glad I got a used copy of it, because I didn't want a reissue of it. My thing is, records, especially during the 70s, I want to just find a good quality used copy of those records, because it's from back in the day. It's not a modern reissue. I like getting... I mean, if I can score original, great, but I just want a good used copy from the 70s. Just has more character to me. I mean, obviously a remaster would probably sound better, or reissue, I should say, would probably sound better because it's never been played before. But I don't know, there's a certain charm listening to a used record. So I like that. Speaking of used record, check this out. Kool and the Gang, Greatest Hits. This is from the early 70s. This is way before they had radio hits like Celebration and Joanna and Cherish. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like those songs too, but this is back in the day when they were just a really cool R&B and funk band. When I first bought this, the only songs I knew of this was Jungle Boogie and Hollywood Swinging. Those were the only songs I knew from this album. I didn't know much of their earlier songs, earlier in their career, but this whole album is really cool. I really dig this album so much because they were such a good funk band and some cool grooves on this record. There's a label, Delight. So glad I have this album. So glad. I mean, I think I only have one Kool and the Gang record, which is Emergency. And I do like that album. It has a lot of hits from them I remember. And my brothers, growing up, they used to listen to all the other songs like Celebration and all their other early 80s albums. But they never, I gotta be honest with you, I never listened to them before the 80s when they were just a 70s funk band. And man, this is a good record. A really good record. I love spinning it. I have a great time every time I listen to this album. So really glad I went deep, deep into their early years because they were such a cool funk band. Alright, this is going to be the last one. 12-inch single from Rush. What is the song? New World's Man. I've never seen this on a 12-inch single before. I've heard the song like a billion times. And it's a great song from Rush. And it comes with, on side 2 we have a live version of Vital Signs and the studio version, the live version of Free Will. So a couple of live tracks on the B-side, really nice. And I believe this is a UK import. Yeah, it's a UK import, so I've never seen a 12-inch single of this song, so this was a really cool find for me, being a huge Rush fan and all. And there's the label. Oh man, lately, the last couple nights or so, I've been digging into my Rush live DVDs and Blu-rays. It made me realize how much I miss going to a Rush concert. Oh, I really miss seeing that band. They were hands down my favorite band to see live, even though I love seeing Genesis and Van Halen. Rush shows were something really special, and I miss going to those shows so much. I've been to so many Rush concerts from 1989, which was the Presto tour, the first time I saw them, all the way to R40, their final tour, and they've not been on the road ever since. Rest in peace, Neil Peart. But I really miss seeing Rush live. They were such a great band live, and you always got your money worth and then some when you went to their shows. They were just that good live. Alright, that's going to do it. That's my haul and my commercial for ABBA Voyage. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Leave me some comments on any record you see here. I'd just like to know your thoughts, and we can have a little chit-chat. Alright, that's going to do it, folks. I'll see you at the next video. Take care.